If you grew up in pretty much any era of watching YouTube, SML was likely a staple of things you watched as a kid that you probably shouldn't have. Even though the show has been very controversial, tens of millions of fans watch every single week, so obviously the channel is pretty popular. So with it will of course come some discourse from the fans, which led me to stumble across SML Talk. Just looking at the recent videos will give you an idea of what people think of this guy. But you know what, I'm a new viewer, so maybe this will be right up my alley. The first thing that caught my eye is the channel bio. SML reviews and talks about the good old peak days of the best YouTuber ever and the trash we get now. This channel is for mature SML fans that can watch with an open mind and give me valid logical reasons why their opinions, or for their opinions rather than just being emotional. So that means we got a real critic here who values quality. Straight off the bat, all these thumbnails are really ugly, but you know what? We're never gonna judge a book by its cover, dude.
So since Logan recreated the covered in shit bathroom scene, I was thinking to myself what other SML scenes could not only be recreated, but made better, and my first pick has to be this classic.
Hello? Good evening. May I speak with the tenants, please? What, the tenants? Who's the tenants? The person who signed the lease. Oh, that's Bowser.
Okay, hold on just a second. If you're confused, dude, me too, because right now I think he's just suggesting that they're gonna cut the couch in half, which is not very sophisticated like a real critic who values high quality. I don't know, man, I'm just saying.
Massive one like this would really make this one of the worst things Jeffy has ever done. Anyway,
Massive one like this would really make this one of the worst things Jeffy has ever done.
Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hype the video, or oh dear God! Peace.
Bro, that was the funniest shit I've seen, bro. Like,
one like this would really make this one of the worst things Jeffy has ever
done. Bro, why was that so serious, bro? It's just the worst shit that Jeffy's ever done. And also, why did he whisper yell, bro? You know who he reminds me of, bro? You also might be noticing a trend at this point, and that is that these videos have very little, if any, editing at all, dude. You just take some thumbnail, which, you know, like, you either take the thumbnail of the video or he takes his ugly thumbnail, and then he just, like, talks over it and occasionally zooms in and out. Now, the video I just showed you was one of the better examples, dude, but like with this next one I'm finna show you, dude, I don't know, things are getting rough out here.
Brooklyn Guys commercial. I'm glad one of the most classic SML gags got a full video, and I loved Brooklyn Guys Leftover Ribs remix at the start, but this video absolutely sucks.
Bro, the last video was a gem, what? And it wasn't even that good, because look at this. This like literally looks like it could have been made in Google Slides. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm actually gonna assume that he's using some trash editing software, so I guess you can have some points for that. But if we didn't give him that grace, dude, what if he's just on like Premiere Pro with all those effects and he's just choosing to do none of them and just literally using keyframing and shit? I don't know, I guess that's not the biggest issue with this dude, but I don't know why he's propping himself up like he's some like crazy critiquer or some shit when it's literally SML Talks. You're talking about SML, it's in the name, like EA Sports, bro.
First of all, I fucking hate what Logan has done with Karen. She's literally no different to Rose now in any way, shape, or form. She's not quirky or annoying at all now, and all she does is be sensible when she used to be the only female character with any personality.
Dude, life is stressful enough and you're sitting here like stressing me out with these problems, but here's a genuine question. I wonder who actually, like seriously, I wonder who this guy's audience is, because I wonder if someone's ever like, dang, I like SML, but I don't want to watch SML. I just want to hear about SML, and only for 1 minute, and I want there to be nothing visually appealing in front of me either. That's the best way I could honestly describe these guys' videos, dude.
The worst filler we've had in a while. I was gonna give them credit for actually going outside to a restaurant instead of using the dining room for a change, but it only lasted 10 seconds, and they still ended up using the dining room the next time anyways. But Logan can't make too much noise in an actual restaurant. Multi-millionaire. Go rent one out for an hour, like the fuck? 3.1 out of 10, only because it was about baby back ribs, or
wait, I'm actually very confused on what I actually just watched, dude. Can someone please explain this to me? So the whole criticism of this episode of SML is that they did not go to a restaurant, and instead they made like a fake restaurant, and then but it gets a point because it's baby back ribs, and then that's his criticism for the whole episode, dude. Keep in mind, this is the man who had that little philosopher bio. trying to talk about how good of a critic he is and about how you need to like justify and back up your points with evidence and whatnot. But here he is talking about this episode is not good because they didn't go to a restaurant, but it was good because they had baby back ribs, dude. You want to know what the worst part about all of this is like, dude, throughout all of this, he has more subscribers than me, bro. Like, is this what I need to do to get famous on here, dude? I don't even know what's going on at this point, bro. So we've established he's really mad they didn't go to the restaurant, right? But why is he like this mad, dude? Do you hear him in his voice, dude? He's like, dude, he's fuming. He sounds so pressed. Also, bro, this might be a hot take, but I actually really like new SML. Like, actually, I don't really like it because I'm just a little too old to watch SML. But every time I watch one of the old videos, it's good because it's nostalgic, not because it's like funny, dude. If anything, the jokes were like less planned out. And you know what? It does come down to personal preference. But I think a lot of you, dude, a lot of you guys are blinded by nostalgia. SML was not like that much better like 10 years ago. I mean, I guess it looked cooler, but I know this guy's been getting a lot of hate recently, and I'm not here, well, actually, I am here to add to it, but I don't know anything about his situation or whatever the hell, and I just do not care enough. I just needed to make this video so I could keep my lights on. So I appreciate everybody who watched this, and I'm going to upload again if I feel like it. Do we think this video can get 20 views? If it does, then I don't even know, bro. I got a question for everybody, dude. Do you guys has anyone ever liked something so much that they can't go back to the old thing? Like, for example, dude, I drink a lot of energy drinks, right? And I used to drink a bunch of Monster, but there was a place when they didn't have a Monster, so I had a Red Bull. Life changed. I can't even drink a Monster because it reminds me of how like inferior it is to the Red Bull. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts on this whole situation.
I knew Logan's tiny bit better streak was gonna end in a week. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hype the video, or Chili's baby back ribs barbecue sauce. Peace.